we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity.
Weed! Free the weed! Free the weed! Free the weed!
What's up, you guys? Commander-in-Chief coming to you from the Garden of Freedom. We are on location for today's special We the Cannabis People. Thanks for tuning in and hanging in with us through the show. I know we did the segments a little backwards, but as you can see, I am on the road out here hunting for our freedom with what we hope will be America's last president. I'm not going to get political. I promised you guys that, and I'm going to stick to it. But make sure you visit thefreedomline.com to find out this awesome way for us to finally end federal prohibition once and for all and regain our freedoms. So today on We the Cannabis People, I had hoped to speak to an inmate, but we are going to save that for next week because you know how the prison system is. Very limited time, hard to schedule these things. So he's going to be calling us on Sunday, something to look forward to next week. But some exciting news on January 22nd, the Chicago Sun-Times and just about every other media outlet out there reported some exciting news. We, the cannabis people, are finally fighting back. Our voices need to be heard, and we are being loud, and I encourage you guys to continue this productive activism in 2020 as we move forward. So the Chicago Sun-Times reported on January the 22nd, Tom Schuba says, legal pot peddlers should be allowed to sell at farmers markets on street corners, Black activists say. Not really sure why we're separating the people, we the cannabis people, into two separate categories or any kind of categories here, black, white. I'm pretty sure that black, Hispanic, white, gay, straight, and dog activists would agree that cannabis, being a produce that's never killed anybody in the history of its existence, should be easily available to us right there at our local farmers market, and give the small business community, the small farmers community, time to shine. So let's see what this says. A group of community activists led by violence interrupter Tio Hardiman called on lawmakers Wednesday to permit the sale of legal pot in public places as a way to bolster minority participation in the city's overwhelming white cannabis industry. Well, there you go. Thank you, Chicago Sun-Times, for answering mine and everybody else's question. To go along with it, the Washington Post published an article today that notes most cannabis dealers are white. However, the black community is more likely and is arrested more frequently than that in the white community. So the discrimination is real, and it started back in 1937 as a way to keep that minority community down. Good old Harry Anslinger started it, and Jeff Sessions tried to keep it alive. Now that we're noticing it, now that the discrimination and injustice has spread out to the entire cannabis community, we need to come together with our brothers and sisters and do something against this. So I'm glad that somebody's finally taking a stand. Let's see what Hardiman said. This way, you can take the criminal element out of selling marijuana and allow these young guys to make some legal money. And then you can help reduce unemployment in the African-American community. Again, I want to extend that to the entire community. The African-American community is so disproportionately affected by the laws of prohibition. And I'm so happy that an actionable group is stepping up. We all need to do the same. It is time to come together with our brothers and sisters. Gosh, I don't want to sound like some Vietnam era, like rally person, but that is the spirit that we all possess. Our grandparents, our mothers, our fathers, they started this revolution back in the hippie revolution. And right now, people are starting to wake up. We all need to speak as boldly as Hardiman and his group in saying that cannabis should not be regulated. to the extent that alcohol and tobacco is. If you ask me personally, I don't think alcohol and tobacco should be regulated as strictly as they are. However, there is no way you can put cannabis and those two substances in the same category and try to tell me that you're not discriminating against an entire industry. So, to Mr. Hardiman and your group doing what you can in Chicago, I salute you and thank you. And we will be following this story to see how it unfolds and see what kind of freedoms that people in Chicago may be able to inherit or to take back through these actions. And next, the entire country. You guys keep fighting, keep your spirits high, keep speaking out. Cannabis is not something we should be ashamed about. It is not something we should be scared of. And it is up to us to lead by example and pass that compassion. Thanks for tuning in to another War Room. I'm going to be on the road with Team End the Fed and Adam Kokesh here. Again, thefreedomline.com. You can get more information on that if you want to get involved in this very, very effective and immediate way of ending prohibition. You can reach out to me. We're going to be on the road, so make sure you tune in next week to see where we're reporting from. You guys keep passing that compassion.